What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. And a few days ago, they released the official script for Spider-Man No Way Home. If you're interested in reading the script, I suggest you do it because it has a lot of very interesting things that are said in the script that aren't said in the movie. There's a lot of subtext that we don't see in the movie but is implied. Just like I talked about yesterday, one of the final scenes with MJ says that she has a sense or feeling of recognition when Peter leaves. So the script is pretty revealing. It is a long read. It's about 185 pages, I think, but worth it. And I noticed something about the very last line, the very last page of the script that made me really sad, actually. I read a line that hit me pretty hard, a line that's not in the movie. It's just a descriptive line about Peter Parker / Spider-Man. And this line kind of makes you feel like Peter Parker died. So I want to talk about this line, I want to read it to you, and then talk about how it can be redeemed and revived in future movies because we know now that Tom Holland is coming back for more Spider-Man films. So be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on Spider-Man and the MCU. So this is literally the last line of the script and of the film, and like I said, it hit me rather hard. It's right after Spider-Man makes his brand new red and blue Spider-Man suit, and he jumps out his window and he goes and soars over Rockefeller Center. And this is what it says about the final scene. Soars over the Rockefeller Christmas tree with a newfound sense of freedom, liberated from having to juggle two lives. Now, of course, this part is really nice. It's uplifting, it's really great to hear, but at the same time, that is the struggle that Spider-Man ultimately always has to deal with. It's kind of who he is, but it is nice to see him not really have to struggle with that for the moment. But then we get to the next line, and this is the line that really hit me. Peter Parker is no more, but Spider-Man lives on, ... fade out. Peter Parker is no more. That line really hit me because that is essentially what happened. Peter Parker's existence was erased. Everybody that he knew and loved, they have no idea who he is anymore. Everything that they went through with him never actually happened now. It did, but not to them. So essentially everything that Peter kind of went through in his life before Spider-Man and all the good things that he went through even when he was Spider-Man, but as Peter Parker, essentially didn't happen for him either, which is really, really sad. Now, of course, they helped shape him, and he will always have the memories of Aunt May and Happy and Ned and, of course, MJ. But the sad thing is he can't go back to any of that because, again, Peter Parker is no more. And it's honestly really, really sad. But the good news is of course there is redemption for this, and there is a revival that could happen. As I mentioned, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, along with Sony executive producer Amy Pascal, did confirm that they are already working on a new Spider-Man film. This will be a film with Tom Holland. So, Peter Parker will return. Yes, nobody knows who he is right now, and yes, it's just Spider-Man right now, but we did see that GED book in his apartment at the end of No Way Home, which means he is going to attempt to go to college. So Peter Parker will return. It's almost like they should have put that at the very end when it says like the Avengers will return. They almost should have said Peter Parker will return. And maybe everybody will eventually remember who he is. Maybe he'll get his happy ending with MJ and his best friend will be back, Ned. But right now, unfortunately, it's kind of sad that Peter Parker is no more. He let his love go, he let his best friend go, Aunt May is gone, Happy has no idea who he is, Tony Stark's gone, and now, essentially, Peter Parker is gone, and it's really sad. But I'm really excited to see what Marvel has in store for us for the future of Spider-Man. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did this hit you like it hit me? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and of course, for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.